You're welcome. Okay, here we go, guys. I really don't think this is a difficult one here. All you got to do is remember to try to break it up. All right, so what's our answer for number one? Is everybody happy with 71? Right, does everybody see you can just cut it up? All right, and of course, this area here would be 50. Now, the only thing people make mistakes on is that distance from there to there is 7. All right, so that's how we got 71. Easy as that. All right, let's see how you did on number 2. A circle has a circumference of 2 pi radical 2. So 2 pi r is equal to 2 pi times the square root of 2. Does everybody agree with that? And divide by 2 pi. So the radius was equal to the square root of 2. And area of a circle is pi r squared. So square root of 2 squared is 2. 2 pi. All right, anybody have any questions on that? All right, let's see about number 3. What is the area of the parallelogram? Area is always equal to what? Base times height. So what's the base and what's the height? Tell me.
9 and 4.
9 and 4, perfect. So the area is what? Easy as that. Hard to believe. These are on ACT questions. All right, here we go. Again, just have to be careful that you label everything correctly. All right, they're telling you that AE is perpendicular to AB. All right, so that means AE is 10 units long. DC is 28 units long. If the area of a right triangle EBA is 60, what is the area of the trapezoid? What do we get? Tell me, Cooper. How did you get that?
It says that the right triangle's area is 60, so it's like based on divided by 2.
That's right.
AB is 20. Remember, it's 12 elements, right? AB is 12.
Right, hold up with that. Right, so the area of that triangle is 1/2 base times height. So the thing we're missing for the area of the trapezoid is AB. All right, I like that. So we have to calculate what AB is. So the area was 60 equals 1/2 the base times 10. All right, so that's how he calculated the base is what? 12. So that guy's 12. All right, now remember the area of a trapezoid. I always try to tell kids the area of a trapezoid is the average of the bases. Base 1 plus base 2 times the height. All right, so 28 plus 12 divided by 2 times 10. What does that come out to be? Does everybody agree? Is that right? 200? All right, any questions with number 4? I think that was pretty straightforward. Okay, the area of a height is what? Anybody remember? Tell me. That's right, 1/2 diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. All right. So 247.5 is equal to 1/2 D1 times 22.5. All right, guys, that shouldn't be that hard now. All right, what do we end up with? Diagonal is equal to, what was the other diagonal? 22. Anybody else get 22? All right. Let's keep going. Okay, now here is where we had a little bit of trouble. All right, you have to work backwards on this. It's been a little while. So a cylinder has a surface area of 5,652. And you have to remember the surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Anybody have a problem with that? Anybody? And it says the diameter is what? 30, therefore the radius was 15. So now we just have 2 pi times 15 squared plus 2 pi times 15 times the height, 5,652 equals. 15 squared is 225. 225 times 2 is 450. So this would be 450 pi is equal to 5,652. And over here, this would be plus 30 pi times h, correct? So I would want everybody to be able to say this is just 5,652 minus 450 pi all over 30 pi. That is the what? That is classified as the height. Anybody have any questions with that? All right, that of course is the exact answer. All right, and do I care right now? I don't think in most instances they will have that written out like that. So double check your calculator now that you know how to type that in on the calculator correctly. Because again, if you hit divided by 30 pi, you will not get the right answer. All right, that's why I'm recommending that you can hit the alpha y equals or type it in as a fraction, then you won't have to worry about all the parentheses. All right, so please double check, make sure you know how to use your calculator right now. And what do we come up with? The height is approximately what? What do we got, guys? Come on.
44.969.
44 point what again?
969.
Thank you. Somewhere around there. Anybody else? Everybody's agreeing with that.
Yep.
All right, thank you. All right, here we go. Let's check out number 7. 2 candles are shaped like cylinders. A red candle has a height of 10 and a radius of 3. A yellow candle has a height of 3 and a radius of 10. Which candle has the greatest surface area? Well, again, is anybody having trouble with the surface area formulas? Because it's a cylinder. Cylinder is composed of 2 circles, right? 2 pi r squared. Remember, surface area is 2 times the area of the base plus the perimeter times the height. The perimeter of a cylinder is a what? What's the perimeter of a cylinder called? Circumference. Thank you very much. That's why it's plus 2 pi r and then times the what? Times the height. All right. So now it's just a matter of typing those numbers in. All right. And because I know you guys can do that, I'm going to put red right here. Red was equal to and yellow was equal to. And if somebody doesn't know how to do that, that's fine. But tell me what the red one was. Thank you. 78 pi centimeters squared. And the yellow was 265 pi centimeters squared. Oh, 260. Thank you. All right. Anybody else disagree or agree or need some help with that? Just plugging numbers into formulas, correct? All right, straightforward here. Area, surface area of a pyramid. I would like everybody to say the surface area of a pyramid. How many bases does a pyramid have? So base plus, and then what? 1/2 perimeter times the what? Times the slant height. And the slant height is nothing more than the height of the triangle. That's it. All right. So in this case, surface area is equal to, what's the area of the base? 16 plus 1/2. What's the perimeter? What's the slant height? There you go. Come on, guys. That's not that hard. All right. Remember, I would like for you to say the surface area formula. All right. I need you to be able to just say that surface area formula. That's the formula for all pyramids. All right. And of course, someone's going to help me out with this. So surface area was equal to what? 156 point, what was it exactly? 156, and then we say meters squared. All right, now the surface area. Are there any bases involved in this? Is there a base involved in this surface area? The answer is what? No, there is not. There is no base. All right. You're not talking about what's inside the figure. So this is just the two lateral areas. Is everybody good with that? Everybody remember what I told you, lateral area? All right, we don't work with lateral area that much, but the lateral area is just the area of the walls, not the base. Is everybody good with that? So you should be able to hear say just the surface area is equal to 1/2 perimeter times slant height plus 1/2 perimeter times slant height. Are the pyramids the same? No, they have different heights. Are the perimeters the same? Yes. Do we all agree? So if you want, this could be surface area is equal to, are the perimeters the same? Anybody see that? Do I understand that? What did I do? I just factored out the perimeter and I factored out the 1/2 because they are exactly what? They're exactly the same. Are the slant heights the same? No. All right. So hopefully you understand that algebra there. All right. So what's half the perimeter? 10. What's the sum of the slant heights? Thank you. So the surface area is just what? 275 inches squared. Everybody good with that? All right, that was a good one. Okay, I like this one. This is a hexagonal pyramid. We agree with that? So again, surface area is equal to area of the base plus 1/2 perimeter times slant height. All right, come on, guys. Let's review. Last, surface area is equal to how many triangles in the base? 6 times 1/2. What's the base? 2.5. Come on now. Everybody should be able to tell me this. The height of the triangle is what? 1.25 radical 3. Thank you very much. We've done that 100 times. Anybody have any questions with why it's 1.25 radical 3? If you want, you could just draw yourself that triangle in there and understand that that's 1.25 and the height then would be 1.25 radical 3. Plus 1/2. The perimeter would just be what? How much? 15 times the slant height, which was 8. All right, and of course I want the exact answer, so surface area is equal to, someone tell me. Sebastian, go ahead, bud. There you have it. Yes. 15 is the perimeter, 2.5 times 6. You agree with that? 2.5 times 6 is 15. Anybody? All right, here we go. I like this one, Pentagon. All right. So hopefully you guys are aware of this. Surface area. What's the formula for surface area again? Yep. Come on. You should be able to say that now. All right, here we go. Surface area is equal to how many triangles in the base? 5 times 1/2. What's the base? 7. Uh-oh. I need to calculate the height. But I know 1/2. What's the perimeter? What's the perimeter of the base? 35. What's the slant height? 15. All right, so now we're going to calculate the height. So I'm going to draw it in here. Try to anyway. Let's draw it in here. Now, drawing the height down, correct? So this right here is 3.5. Does everybody agree with that? And this angle, somebody help me out with this angle right here. Does everybody agree that's 36? Anybody? Yeah, because remember there's a circle here, correct? Oh, hold on a second. So, well, that's not good. Trying to show you there's a circle inscribed here. Well, it's not going to work. I forgot it's at a tilt. So anyway, you see the circle there. So there would be 6, or there would be 5 triangles inside there, right? So 360 divided by 5 is 72, right? The central angle would be 72, and then we cut it in half, right? And you got 36, right? So the triangle that I just drew inside there, this is 36. This is 3.5, and we're calculating the height. So how am I going to do that? What is it? Tangent of 36 is equal to 3.5 over h. So now we just look at that and say h is 3.5 divided by the tangent of 36. And that answer goes right here. Now calculate that out for me. What does that come out to be? I'm listening.
4.820.
How much?
4.820.
Okay, now give me the surface area.
346.85.
Something like that. Anybody else get something like that? Close enough? Good enough? All right, we had this question before, but I thought it was good, so we're going to practice. A target consists of 2 concentric similar octagons. The outside octagon has a side length of 2 and has an area of 19.28. So the area of the large is equal to 19.28. The inside octagon has a side length of 1.5. What is the area of the inside octagon? All right. So again, what is the ratio of the sides, guys? Yeah, I prefer that you say it's 2 to 1.5. Does everybody agree with that? Which is obviously the same as 4 to 3. So everybody good with that? So that's the ratio of the sides. Everybody agreeing with me? So then the ratio of the areas would be what? Yeah, ratio of areas would equal 16 over 9. Now, we're given the ratio, we're given the area of the what? Large. We need to find the area of the Smaller, and has to do with 16/9. So do I take 19.28 and multiply it by 16/9, or do I multiply it by 9/16? Yeah, you multiply by 9/16 because you want it to be what? Smaller, right? So just 9/16. Can we what? Yeah, there's no difference, right? Because that's division multiplied by the reciprocal. All right, I just think it's easier not to do the fractions. All right. So the area is equal to, somebody tell me approximately 10.845, and we will call that square feet. All right, let's keep going. All right. Yeah, 13 was kind of annoying, so I can understand your a little bit of confusion here. Right. But I'll tell you what I interpreted it to be. I think this right here is what? What is that? 1.6. So if I'm looking, I would say this is what? Yeah, that's my interpretation. Does everybody agree with that? All right, I don't think they're trying to be tricky there. All right. And plus what I think I did was I measured from here to here, and it's about what? It was about the same. So that's how I assumed that's what they're talking about. Right. Now, does everybody agree? I would prefer, instead of breaking up into a bunch of shapes, do we agree this right here? And then if I'm looking at this guy over here, that's just a giant what? Trapezoid. You don't have to break it down into all the shapes. Does everybody agree with that? But was there any other way to do the ones on the right? No, I think you just had to break them down into what? Yeah, into triangles, right? And a trapezoid and a triangle. Is everybody with me on this? All right. And what did that come out to be for those of you guys who did the 6.5, 6.5, and 1.5 like I did? 150 point what? 29 inches squared. Anybody get that? Anybody? Yes. Okay, well, I would double check it. I'm not, I don't want to say. Anybody else? So we have just a minor little discrepancy here. Are we okay with 150.29, or is it, could it be different? You can say the majority rules here. Yes? Yeah. All right. Thank you. Okay. Did you find your mistake?
I got 144 too at first, but then something is wrong. Oh.
You got 144 at first. All right, so let's do this because there's a little bit of issue. What's the blue trapezoid? Let's find the area of that blue trapezoid. Somebody tell me what that is.
61.
61 point what? Thank you. 61.8. So we'll go with that. What's the area of this triangle?
Can you just give me a reminder on the formula for a trapezoid?
You can look that up real quick. I also wrote it. Average of the bases times the height. Write it down. Average of the bases times the height. Base 1 plus base 2 times 1/2 times h. What is the area of this 32.25 or what is it? 32.5 is this. What's the formula for, or not the formula, what's the area of the trapezoid? 51 point what? And then the area of this little triangle down here. How much? The little okay, Sebastian, please tell me again. Did I write this right here? You're saying is 53?
No, it's 51.35.
Okay, thank you. 51.35. Hey, it's just not a big deal. All right, let's get the problems done. All right. At least he's trying to tell me what the answer is. What's the area of the triangle? 4.64. No, add all those up. Was it 150.29 now?
Yep.
All right, does that make sense now?
If I did the basis with tracking good, it's just one sector.
Thank you for that information. All right, number 14. Here we go. We got cans of chicken soup. Each can has a diameter of 2 and a height of 3.14. How many aluminum or how much aluminum is needed to make one can? So the amount of aluminum is just the what? Surface area. Surface area equals 2 times the area of the base plus perimeter times the height. So in this case, we're doing a cylinder, correct? So 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Help me out. What was the radius again? Wow, that was nice. 2 pi plus, and the height is what? So that's going to be 6.5 pi. So altogether, my surface area was 8.5 pi square inches. Anybody have any issues with that? Anybody? All right, let's do a couple more. 15. A factory makes plastic barrels. The barrels have a diameter of 2.25 feet and a height of 3 feet. The plastic used to make them cost $2.60 per square foot. What would be the cost of plastic to make 10 barrels? Okay, so that's not a big deal, right? We just have to find the what? Surface area of 1, multiply by 10, then multiply it by what? No. Yeah, 2.6. We got to find the total number of square feet. So we're doing plastic barrels, and barrels are considered what? Cylinders. So here we go. Again, surface area is equal to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Surface area is equal to 2 pi. What was the radius again? 1.125 squared plus 2 pi times 1.125 times the height of 3. Now, do we agree we can't really use pi now? Does everybody agree? Because we want a total cost. We can't say the cost is pi dollars. All right. So what I need everybody to do is go ahead and calculate that real quick for me and say using pi this time. So my surface area of 1 barrel is approximately what? And then you would say that's square feet. Is that true? Come on, I need somebody to help me out. Verify that. Is that right? 7.952 square feet.
Well, I got my answer in like 9 point decimal pi, and like when I did it in pi, I got like 29.157.
No, so yes, that's what I got.
Okay, so double check that, please. All right, so that doesn't sound like we're getting that number. So that's why I'm saying, please, don't sit and stare. Don't sit and write my numbers down. Don't say, wow, man, that's real good. All right, you typed them in the calculator. All right, I'm telling you, that's where kids make mistakes. You got to write all the formulas down, then you can't type it in the calculator. All right, that's why you're practicing. All right. So we double checked and we verified, and the surface area of 1 barrel is how much? 29.578, somebody said. I don't care from there. And they would say that's
It's 1.7.
1.5.
is it 157?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so there we have it, 29.157 square feet, but then I need to multiply that by what? 10, because there are 10 barrels. All right. So 10 is equal to 291.57, whatever, total square feet. And then you have to multiply that by 2.60, and that will give you the cost. So the cost is going to equal how much money?
758.
Point what? So we'll say 0.9, right? Because we're dealing with money this time.
So it's 29.157, not 290.
Isn't that 291.57? Isn't that what I have down?
Okay.
Right? All right, I'm pretty happy with that. That wasn't too bad. Okay, so now we're just working backwards. What is the ratio of the areas? Someone tell me what the ratio of the areas. So take 588 and divide it by 272. What is that? 147 over 68. Do we agree with that?
Yes.
Now, that's the ratio of the area. I need the ratio of the sides. So what do I do with that number? Take the square root of it. All right, please take the square root of 147 over 68. So the ratio of A to B is equal to what? 1.470, I've been told. So the ratio, the larger one is 14 feet. So how do I find the smaller side? Yes, that's right. All you're doing is doing 14 divided by 1.47. And so that smaller side would be roughly how much? 9 point what? All right, and we'll call it feet. Is anybody having trouble with that? Does anybody not understand what I did there? All right, let's do a couple more. 17. All right, what's the ratio of the sides? 16 over 3. So the ratio of the areas would be what? 256 over 9. I have the area of the larger one. So I need the area of the smaller one. So I just take 38 and do what? Yeah, multiply by 9 over 256. And let's leave that as a fraction. So what is that? Is that did you say 342 over 256? Or what does that reduce to? Yeah, 171 over 128. All right, anybody? Anybody have any questions with that? And by the way, that would be meters squared. All right, here we go. 18. A local park has 2 fountains. All right, they are similar. All right, so what is the ratio of their sides? Come on, what's the ratio of their sides? How much? 5 over 2?
Yeah.
Right, continue reducing that, right, Cooper? 100 over 40 is 5 over 2, correct?
Yeah.
So then it says a cement company charges $1,000 to pour cement needs to go under the smaller fountain. So how much could you tell the person if you want to build a larger one? 1,000 times 25 over 4. All right, which is what? $6,250. Right, does everybody understand that? That's a nice little problem. Right, we don't care about the area. We know that it's 2.5 times larger. Anybody have any issues with that one? All right, so tonight, let's try to get done with all the way up to 39. All right, all the way up to 39. And then tomorrow we'll be able to get 39 to 52. Yes. Yeah, let's go ahead. And I really don't mind. Those of you guys who worked, all right, if there's one in particular, I would love to help you on that. So let's look at 24. All right, so here's what you should be thinking. An octagon has how many triangles? So it's going to be 1/2 times. And then how many, no, sorry, start this over. There are 8 triangles.
Yeah.
And then 1/2, the base is how much? 10. And now we're missing the height. Do you agree?
Yeah, so I got like 8 times 1/2 and then 12.07 times 10. You have to add more to that.
So if I draw this down just to make sure, right? Did you get this angle right here would be 22.5 degrees? Right? And then this would be 5, correct? So I want the height, right?
Yeah.
So that would be the tangent of 22.5 is equal to 5 over h, right? So h is 5 divided by the tangent of 22.5.
That's 12.07.
Okay.
You have to add more to that, or is that it?
What do you mean? Do you have to add more to that?
Like, is there more to the formula besides that?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because there's 8 triangles in that regular octagon, right?
I got that, but then I thought you'd ask. About that.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Anybody else want to take a shot at one of these that they weren't sure about? Go, I'm listening. All right, somebody asked me about 19. Now, the problem here is that's an equilateral triangle as a base, right? So area of the base plus 1/2 perimeter times slant height. Area of the base is just a triangle. So surface area is equal to, is that us? All right, so this right here is just 1/2, 1.5 times 0.75 radical through. You agree with that? Plus 1/2, the perimeter would be 4.5, and the slant height they're telling you is 2.5. Come on now, it's an equilateral triangle, which creates a 30, 60, 90 triangle. All right, guys, good job today. Try to go. Hey, you got lots of work to do tonight. Let's go.